One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11.
12, 13. 13. All right.
Good job. Thank you. Good job. Okay, you and your instigator out.
So my informative speech is about Down syndrome. About 1 in every 691 babies in the United States is born with Down syndrome, making it the most common genetic condition in the U.S. It happens in all countries, but it is most prevalent in the United States. In 2011, my first child was born and diagnosed with Down syndrome. And really, until you've had an experience with someone with Down syndrome or are familiar with the diagnosis, most people don't understand what it means or how it even happens or what comes with it. So I know at some point we've all come in contact with someone with Down syndrome, but it's important that we understand them so we can properly interact instead of just ignoring it, because unfortunately, due to lack of knowledge, that is what most people do, is ignore people with special needs in this world. So knowing the facts about Down syndrome can not only help you understand and be more comfortable in that kind of environment, interacting with people with special needs, but also help people with special needs feel more accepted and understood by their surroundings. So to start off, just a basic, what is Down syndrome? Down syndrome occurs when an individual has a full or partial extra copy of their 21st chromosome. This additional genetic material alters the course of development and causes the characteristics associated with Down syndrome. All people with Down syndrome do experience cognitive delays, some mental issues that could just mean that they don't fully understand things that normal people would. So there are 3 types of Down syndrome. The first and most common is trisomy 21, and that is the extra third copy of the 21st chromosome. The second most common is called translocation, and the least and very rarely seen is mosaicism. So Down syndrome occurs in people of all races and at economic levels. However, it is more likely to occur with the increase of age of the mother. I was only 18 when I had my daughter. And recently it's been studied that due to the high fertility in women under 35, they are having far more cases in younger women than older, which has not been the case for most years. So since Down syndrome is a chromosomal condition, it typically comes with some pretty severe health conditions, as well as the cognitive delays that I mentioned before. Individuals with Down syndrome have an increased risk of developing several medical conditions, and about half of the children born with Down syndrome are born with a heart defect. The most common defects are congenital heart disease and atrioventricular septal defects, which is basically just 2 holes in your heart. There is an atrium and a septum in your heart, and when there are holes in those 2 parts of the heart, it allows unoxygenated blood to get to the body, causing a lot of hardship for the baby. It makes it hard to breathe, hard to function. So heart repair is required for those, or maintenance medications. So a few common physical traits of Down syndrome are low muscle tone, small stature, an upward slant to the eyes, a larger tongue, and extra skin at the back of their necks, and very, very low muscle tone. It typically causes some physical delays, such as taking longer to move their heads, crawling, walking, jumping with both feet, things like that that would come, pretty easy to normal people, can be quite a struggle for someone with low muscle tone. So due to the medical and mental complications with people with Down syndrome are still very much a part of our community. Individuals with Down syndrome are becoming increasingly integrated into society, and lots of advances in medical treatment are now showing people with Downs living to reach the age of 60. In 1910, I believe the expected age for someone to live with Down syndrome was 9. So we've come quite a long ways since then with the medical advances. So many companies, corporations, and hospitals have opened the doors for people with special needs to be able to work and receive an income doing feasible work while catering to their disabilities. So they don't make it hard. They're offering them jobs and allowing them to work and do things that are manageable for them. And mainstreaming children with Down syndrome is a key factor to a child's success. It helps them prepare them for life and gain crucial social skills. So a stimulating home environment and accepting parents prepares a child with social skills, knowledge, and assistance from day one. And denying or ignoring the diagnosis only puts your child at a disadvantage. Spending lots of time working one-on-one with your child, allowing them to experience normal and typical things, good and bad, will help an easy transition into society. So with acceptance from help from our friends and family, our friends with Down syndrome can do anything that they dream to do. So if we continue to move forward, learn, become knowledgeable, and accept these people, they do have a chance and they can do whatever they dream to do.